What's going on, guys? Ultra Anastasio here with FlytPath.com. Now here I have the new DJI Mini SE. Now this actually came out about a little over a month ago, but the weird thing is it was actually released only internationally. It wasn't released here in the US, but as of this recording, I believe they are now releasing the Mini SE here in the United States. And huge thanks to Adorama for sending me this DJI Mini SE to check out and review. So if you guys are interested in some of these drones, the Mini SE, Mini 1, or even the Mini 2, make sure you guys check out those links from Adorama down below. Now, even though it did come out a little over a month ago, this is actually my very first time checking it out, and it is fully sealed. So in this video, just gonna do a quick unboxing. I do know I've seen some videos about it, but this is my first time actually gonna be able to see it in person. I know there's some differences a little bit with the body, but it has some of the same internals as the Mini 1, but I believe it has like the Mini 2 body. So we'll check those out. I have the Mini 1 and the Mini 2 here, so we'll put those side by side. But in this video, just a quick unboxing, what you're gonna get if you order the DJI Mini SE. And if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ultra Anastasio. I do a lot of drone tech tips, tutorials, and product reviews right here on this channel. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing and also hitting that bell to be notified when I post new videos. And like I mentioned, this is my first time seeing it, so in this video, just a quick unboxing, get everything opened up. I know there was a lot of conversation about what comes in it. Is it gonna come with the new controller as far as the Mini 2 controller? But of course, as you can see here, it does not. It looks like it comes with the original Mini 1 style controller. But I also read something, it has the Mini 2 body, like Mini 1 internals, but the Mini 2 body. So let's take this out and see what it looks like. Boom, just like that. Very similar, of course, to the Mini 2 of how they packed it, how it looks in the case. And right off the bat, you can actually see that it does have the Mini 2 propellers, has that orange tip propeller, just like the Mini 2. And it has the Mini 1 remote control. All right, so here's a bunch of the paperwork, a little bit more paperwork than normal that you have, because I think they added a couple like documents here to talk about safe flying and international stuff. Because like I mentioned, this was initially supposed to be an international release, but they are here in the US. And the biggest thing about this drone right here, why people might be interested in getting it, is because of the price. As of the release of this video, the DJI Mini SE is slated to release for $299, which is basically $120, $150 more affordable than the Mini 2. Now, of course, the specs are very similar to the Mini 1. So it does have that Wi-Fi transmission versus here we have the OcuSync, a little bit different transmission, of course. But now you are able to get in the game for $299 and have, of course, all of that DJI technology reliability in this affordable platform. So we do have a micro USB to USB here. We have a USB to a USB-C. Ooh, that's actually nice. Is that a USB-C on the back now? I think it is. Oh, it is. Cool, really cool. Mini 1 had the micro USB here on the back. Now, because the SE is using the Mini 2 body, we do have that USB-C on the back charging, but I think we still have a micro USB probably for the remote control. We got a couple extra propellers here. We got the screwdriver kit and the extra cords that you're gonna use for the remote control. So if you have an iOS or an Android device, you are able to use either one of those. Yeah, looks exactly the same as the Mini version 1. So if looking at the very front of the remotes, looks identical as the Mini 1. And like I said before, a lot of people were wondering if it was gonna come with the Mini 2 controller. I think some first renderings were talking about that, but as you can see, it does not. This is the Mini 2 controller, which also works with the Air 2, Air 2S. You have the sticks right here at the very bottom, able to screw that in. And the micro USB is for this side of the remote control. No screen or anything, just like the Mini did not have a screen. So remote control, very similar as the Mini 1. Now let's jump over to the Mini SE. Let's start taking off all of those stickers, all the things that go on the propellers. They went with the Mini 2 body because of the fact it has the USB-C charging, which is really good compared to the micro USB that the original Mini had. Take the sticker off of that. And on the very bottom here, you have the gimbal camera protector. All you do is Put your thumb right underneath, pop that up. Is it gonna use the old one? Nope, it uses the Mini 2 battery. Same style as the Mini 2. If you guys aren't familiar with the Mini 1, we do have those black ones here. And if you guys aren't familiar with the Mini lineup, the reason why it's so popular is because of the weight. 249 grams, under 250, which means if you're in a lot of areas that have restrictions on weight as far as drones go. So if you are in a place that's heavy regulated, as far as the weight goes, know that this thing is 249 grams. Normally flies right underneath that weight limit where you're gonna need to register your drone. That's the reason why the Mini in general is such a popular drone, because of that weight limit and also because of the price. Like I mentioned, $299, this is the cheapest you're gonna get as far as having the most reliable type of drone up in the air, as far as the trusted technology from DJI. Of course, the flagship Mini now is the Mini 2. This thing has a lot better range because of the OcuSync transmission that they're using on the Mini 2. This one is still using that enhanced Wi-Fi that is built into, or what we had on the Mini 1. So you're still gonna get really, really good range. It's still rated for a couple miles, I think 2 to 3 miles away, as long as you have really strong line of sight and good connection. When it comes to still photography, you are able to take 12 megapixel photos with this drone. And as far as video goes, you don't have 4K, you have 2.7K, similar to, of course, what we had here on the Mini 1. Now, if you wanted to jump up to the 4K, that's when you want to go into the Mini 2. So I think just in general, you know, you're gonna have basically all of the trusted tech in something like this, which is the Mini SE. So if you're new to aerial photography or want to get into it, this is pretty much going to be your most affordable price point to get the most reliable type of drone on the market. Now, if you do have a little bit more drone experience or photography experience and you might need those higher specs, this is when you're going to want to look into something like the Mini 2 or even something like the Air 2S with a bigger sensor, higher specs there as well. And range, if you are going to be flying in an area that might be a little dense, you want to have the highest transmission between the drone and the remote control. This right here, as well as the Mini 1, does have solid transmission if you're in a nice open area. I'm easily able to fly this about a mile, mile and a half away while I'm at the beach. Easy line of sight. So you do have really, really good range with the Minis. However, if you want a little bit stronger transmission, stronger and further range, you're gonna wanna move up to the Mini 2 or the Air 2S. And there it is, just a quick unboxing of the Mini SE. I know a lot of people have some questions. Which remote does it come with? Is it gonna have higher specs like the Mini 2? And like I mentioned, the specs and the components very similar to the Mini 1. However, it's in the Mini 2 body, which is really nice because you get to take advantage of the new battery as well as the USB-C charging here on the back, upgraded propellers. And if it's a new and this is your first drone, if the Mini SE is your first drone, make sure you guys check out all my other videos on the Mini 1 as well as the Mini 2. A lot of that stuff still applies here to the SE. So you're gonna get a lot of very similar tutorials that I have on my channel. Tons of videos on there, and I'll make sure those are all linked down below in the video description. Make sure you guys check that out. And once again, huge shout out to Adorama for providing me this review unit of the Mini SE. If you guys are interested in getting this drone here in the US now, make sure you guys check out that link down below. Or if you wanna look into something like the Mini 2 or the Air 2S, I'll leave those links down below in the video description. If you guys wanna see the next video on the Mini SE, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Of course, if you guys got some value from this video, don't forget to hit that like button. This is Ultra Nastasio with FlytPath.com. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.